anticipated rock holiday tradition returns. Trans Siberian Orchestra, live in concert. 2 shows, Friday, December 1st, Huntington Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. A legendary blend of rock, classical, and holiday music for the entire family. Don't miss Trans Siberian Orchestra, the Ghosts of Christmas Eve. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome back to Good Day. In 96 days, Christmas will be here, but Northwest Ohio loves to celebrate well before that with a Yuletide tradition. We visited with us every year for many, many years. We have Kayla, Reeves, and Pitrelli of the Trans Siberian Orchestra joining us again this morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
All right, good morning. Thanks for having us back. How you been?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much. You know, this is a tradition, as we mentioned. You're going to be here in Toledo in December, right?
Yes, ma'am. Cannot wait to bring you the biggest show ever, even bigger than it was last year.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what people can expect with this show, what really sets it apart.
Well, I think everything sets it apart. The centerpiece of the show is Paul O'Neill's beautifully written story, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, which has become a holiday tradition for a lot of the folks in your community, you know, our families, you know, pretty much everybody has really just embraced it as part of their own. So we're going to bring that back intact, and that will be the familiar portion of the show, but everything else will be different, I promise. Musically, we found pieces of music that we've never played before. And visually, I know we said it in years past, but every year we try to bring a bigger, better, more, you know, a crazier show than previous years. You know, we owe it to the folks in the audience who've been coming back to see us year after year that we affectionately refer to as the repeat offenders. You know, they deserve a better show every year, and we're going to give it to them again this year.
They love the tradition of seeing some of the same elements, but yeah, you got to put some new and added surprises in there. Kayla, talk a little bit about your involvement with the show and what you love so much about it.
Oh, I've been doing, this will be my 13th winter tour, and I've really grown up in this band. It has been a dream come true to be able to perform and work with such incredible musicians for so long, and to be able to, you know, bring Paul O'Neill's stories to life. He really told beautiful stories through his lyricism and his songwriting, and that's the best part of my job, is to be able to bring those stories to life.
Yeah, what resonates, you know, so profoundly with folks, you know, especially those who do come year after year?
Well, Christmas is sometimes a bittersweet holiday for a lot of people. Everybody misses somebody, you know, and it seems to be magnified around the holiday season. I always use the comparison, you know, there's an empty chair at everyone's dining room table, you know, and it's heartbreaking sometimes to think back about the loss of somebody. But as we say, you know, and I kind of live by this saying, you know, I'd rather miss somebody terribly than to have never had them in my life ever. And I think that Paul's work kind of resonates with everybody because, again, everybody misses somebody and they relate to the story and they relate to the characters. And I think that's one of the reasons why they come back so often.
You know, we also have to talk about the fact that, you know, part of this goes to charity. Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. And going back to Paul O'Neill and the O'Neill family, the most generous people I've ever met in my life. Ever since the very beginning, $1 from each ticket sold has gone back to the local communities that we play in. And so essentially, when you're buying a ticket to see TSO, it's the community giving back to itself. And it's just a wonderful way to support your community and come together and have a good old-fashioned rock and roll rock show.
Yes.
And we already want to be thinking about this. As I mentioned, we're just under 100 days till Christmas, but tickets are available now for people to go ahead and reserve those seats. So how could people get ticket information and just more information about the show as well?
You can get your tickets at trans-siberian.com.
Easy as that. Are you guys ready? When do you hit the tour? When do you get started?
We're going to get to production rehearsals in a couple weeks. We'll run that show probably twice a day, maybe 3 times a day, just to make sure that opening night is a perfect first show. And then when we come to see you guys December 1st, it may be our 20th show, but it'll be your first show. So again, making that hopefully a perfect first show as well. So we have a lot of work to do, but we're going to be ready. And again, it'll be the biggest show ever.
Looking forward to it. Folks, thank you so much for joining us again this year. We appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Thanks again for having us. Have a great day.